Are you in the market for a brand new set of forgiving golf clubs? Do you want to buy the best mid-handicap golf clubs of 2024? Or maybe you are just in the market for a new set of golf clubs to help lower your scores? Well, today I have a brand new set of golf clubs from Mizuno, and these feature a technology I've never heard of. We'll get to that in today's video, but everyone says nothing feels like a Mizuno. How much of that is still true, and how much should you potentially be putting these in your golf bag? Hi everyone, my name's James Robinson and welcome back to this YouTube channel. So we'll kick things off with the 5-iron, and you can see we have the brand new Mizuno 925 hot metal pro irons, and these feature harmonic impact technology. I mean, is that what that's supposed to be? I honestly don't know, but they also feature a ton of technology to help you lower your scores and potentially lower your ball flight. We'll get into that in this video, but these look really good down at the golf ball. For me, Mizuno have definitely not missed a beat when it comes to that. Generally, they do a very good job of making a good looking golf club, don't they? But I do think Mizuno have been more for the lower handicap for quite some time now. So the fact that they've brought these out, are these finally the Mizuno clubs that you could buy if you're a mid to high handicapper and you want a Mizuno in the bag? Right, did you hear that? Did you hear like that? I'm going to be honest, I thought this harmonic impact technology thing was just a bit of a joke, but that actually sounded really, really good. And that's always been, see where I hit that out of, by the way? There. And that's done really, really well. So it's always been a struggle with a mid-handicap golf club or a forgiving golf club to get a good feel, to get a good sound. A lot of people, you won't care about that. I personally do. I think golf's my hobby more than anything, so I want to enjoy the clubs that I'm hitting. If you play really mega seriously and all you're bothered about is numbers and performance, you may not care what it feels like. But I think most people who are watching this video probably don't play for a living and probably play for enjoyment. I can't believe how good it looks down at the ball. There's one thing, oh, that was done well as well, you know. They're going to be bang next to each other and they've got no right to be, like whatsoever. See where those are finished, Rob? But one thing I would say about the 5-iron, especially looking down at it, so these do feature a special weighting technology called nickel chromoly, I believe. I think it says it there, look. And in the 4-iron to 7-iron, it's a different strategic weighting to allow you to get that higher ball flight, and it actually brings a sweet spot further down in the face here, because generally you're going to attack these clubs with a little bit of a shallower angle of attack than you would your pitching wedge 9-iron and 8-iron. So that's why that's in there. What do you think to the looks? Because I really like them, and I really like them kind of down at the ball as well, but I don't like that you can see this big cavity back on the back end of it. Like, for me, that just looks a little bit big, but I think then if you are going to be in the market for a different iron, you potentially go with the tall versions, wouldn't you? The 925 Tours. Are they even a thing? They should be a thing if they're not. But we also have variable sole thicknesses that can help you with your turf interaction, like it is doing here. We've got a lovely nice little kind of brushed impact post ball, which is very important. Can we now have a good golf swing, please? And then we can discuss just how good these irons really are, because that was fantastic. When we get talking numbers a little bit later on in this video, you will see just how good, how long, and potentially how forgiving these things really are. Do you know what an ellipse is? An ellipse? Because these feature a brand new multi-material face in an ellipse shape from toe to heel to get the common mishits. You weren't expecting that, were you, Bobby? No. I've just read it, so I wanted to get it out while it was fresh. We've got, we've got one, oh bloody hell, we've got 173 playing 184 into the wind. I've got a 7-iron. This is going to have to be, in fact, so much so, I'm going to move right up to the marker, so it's playing about 180. But this is going to have to be a big one. This is going to have to be, probably when you see the numbers, the best we can get. I think a good shot with this club, we only have the 7 by the way, or I'll just go 6, but to test we've got 7, 9 and 5. I think if we make it over that bunker, it's a good shot. Wind into, yeah, so we're going to have to flight these down a bit. They do look strong lofted, to be honest. Move it back in the stance a bit, get it down. How hot has that come out, by the way? Did you see how, that's unbelievable. I mean, I'm not, if I wanted to play a really like high towering one, I'm not sure these would be the ones for you, but we got it there. Can we get a high towering one there, Rob? Why not? Why not? Go on then. Go on then, be the club. That's frightening. That is really, really big. I think if you were to game these, you'd be thinking, right, well, how many wedges do I need? Because if the 7-iron there, we'll go and show you where these are finished in a second, but if that's anywhere near where I think it is, it's got no right bin up there, not really. Go again. I think it's near the flag as well. It's a tough flag to get out of this. And they do feel good. Like I made a joke at the beginning about the harmonic impact thing, but they do feel really good. But it's not something you would expect from Mizuno because they don't usually throw terms like that at you. Look how hot that's come out. You can really get these down and moving forward. I'd say that's enough club, if not long, at 180 yards into the wind with a 7. So if you're looking for distance, there's hope for you yet, because I'm on the average to low side of distance with all my friends. But you put them in the bag and all of a sudden you're probably knocking it past them. What are your honest thoughts on the looks, Bobby?
I like them.
Yeah?
Really nice.
They look sleek enough here, don't they? You know, like bag appeal, shelf appeal wise. I love this kind of little bit here. You can see we've got the perimeter weighting and all the tech that's chucked into the bottom there to drag that CG down, but
I like the mix of matte and shiny.
yeah, I think there's one big problem we could see with these, and we'll discuss that after we've shown you where they've finished and after we discuss the numbers for this 7-iron, because big, very big. Okay, so with this brand new Mizuno JPX Hot Metal Pro iron, I've actually set up a green a little bit further away than what we would usually play. I've set a green up at 180 yards because I think these things are absolute powerhouses. So do they still have that element of feel to them? Do they have the forgiveness you want? And can I hit this club 180 yards to that flag? So we're already spinning at over 6,000. That for me is very positive. And look at that. The first shot where we tested numbers has carried 178 yards and got a total of 183. So it's actually stopped quite nicely as well. It did feel a touch firm, but I certainly feel like this is what the hot metal is all about. It's about performance and not necessarily about nothing feels like a Mizuno, which has always been their strap line. That's a 6-1 spin, 183 carry, 188 total, and both of them are down the pin. That's really impressive, like really impressive. Head speeds in the 90s, which is at normal. Can we go again? What do you think of that sound, Bobby? It's like a different sound, isn't it? That's carrying 200 yards, that one. 189! These are the 7-iron numbers, by the way, as well. That's ridiculous. Spin dropped a little bit, but still. And we're sort of like playing really nice cutty ones in as well there. 6-2 spin, on the nose at 182. And I must say, all round performance, I'm really, really impressed with these, really enjoying testing them. They do look a little bit de-lofted, you could say. But realistically, if you're wanting a club that goes a long way, these could be the ones for you, even with a bit of a duff. But let's get back outside. Let's continue this test. So the lower two that we hit are directly behind you and behind Bobby there, and they're actually flag high just to the left. You could say I pulled them a little bit, that's why maybe they've got the extra distance, but still playing 180 yards into the wind, to hit a 7-iron there, the worrying thing is I'd probably hit a 6-iron there and I'd probably end up being long, so that's something you have to bear in mind if you do go for a kind of proper distance iron like this one. The middle shot that we hit that I sent a little bit higher actually pitched into the bank there and released back down, because as you can see, this is a god-awful flag position to try and get at from 184 yards. Right, I've said we've got a little bit of a problem with these clubs, and I think I'm going to use the 9-iron to explain what it could be, because no club's perfect and this could be a bit of a flaw. Like, these have pitched here as well. It's not just like pitched at the bottom of the green and released up. That's flying so low uphill a long way, isn't it? A very long way. And the big problem could well be landing angle and control, because we all want to hit long iron shots. We all want to hit it past our friends. We all want to stand on the tee and Bobby say, I'm hitting 8, and I go, well, I'm hitting 9, Bobby, because that's human nature. Whether or not that's right, I'm not too sure. I've got this wet now and it's quite difficult to take off, but bear with me a second and you will see that this 9-iron actually looks very, very, I think it looks nice, but I also think it looks strong. Like, we look at it down at the ball, I'll pop it down here so you can see, there's a lot of groove space there, isn't there? And it doesn't look very 9-iron like, I suppose you could say. So we're 150 yards out here, and I think in relation to the numbers we were getting, this is going to be about right. The flag's on a little bit of a kind of ledge, so can I control this 9-iron into that flag? That's going to be the be all and end all for me with these irons. Can I get it up there, but also can I stop it up there? So this is going to be the big test. I mean, look how low that's coming out. I think it's going to, is it over there? Yeah, it's over the bunker, it's fine. It wasn't the best strike, but it is coming out quite low, isn't it? And it's not really stopping quick. Let's go again, because that wasn't a good swing, but I imagine if you're in the market for these clubs, you're going to have inconsistencies in your swing like I'm finding today. Come on, nice high one. I just don't, like, they go in the distance. Potentially, yeah. Rob just said, are you hitting that shot because you're trying to hit it high? And maybe I am. So let's just stand and hit a bog standard 9-iron. Come on. Right, that's as good as I've got. That's fading onto it nicely. Is it going to have the landing angle on the stop? Let's go up there and find out. One of the things I haven't discussed is the price. So these irons for 5 to wedge are 980 something pounds, like 989 pounds. Now, I know that golf's getting expensive, I know everything's getting expensive, but £1,000, and I just feel like, yes, there's technology in them, so they are kind of designed to help you play better golf, I get it, but who's spending that? Like, I know Callaway are more and Ping are more now, and for the kind of real top-end Callaways, they're really expensive as well. But with brands like Tacoma, like Cali, like Kirkland, like all these kind of brands coming out offering quality clubs for cheaper, like, in fairness to this club, I think they've done really well, because that was a little bit of a kind of, I'll not call it a show, but it was a little bit of a show when it comes to golf swings for me. One of them's finished up here because it's landed there and just kind of spooned off to the side. The other one finished, well, landed just over the bunker, and then the one that I actually wanted to test where I've hit it flag high, like, this might sound ridiculous, but I'm disappointed with how far that's run out. That's pitched exactly where I want it in relation to the flag, into an upslope, and it's run out like, what, 10 feet, 15 feet? With a 9-iron, you want that kind of stopping and then being within the vicinity, don't you? So I think these irons certainly have a certain something if you want distance, if you want a good feeling iron, because they feel fantastic, but I don't think they're going to be for everyone. Guys, get in the comments below and let me know what you think, and apart from that, I'll see you all at the same time tomorrow. I need to start using a proper pitch mark, I don't know, not a tee.